I feel like I'm getting bullied by the algorithm. Not that every advertisement is an algorithm. You used to see advertisements and they'd be like, do you have ED? Now with the algorithm, they're just like, you have ED. We've noticed. And hymns might not be strong enough for what you have, but we're still gonna try and sell it to you. I'm like, who did you talk to? I do feel like every advertisement I get is a direct insult. This is a real advertisement I got in my Instagram stories. It was 4 words. It just said, double chin, research study. Double chin, research study. They aren't even trying to sell me anything. They want to get me in the lab. But I didn't. It was a great study. Learned a lot. We're raising money for the double chin community. We're gonna march, not far, but we're gonna march. This is another thing. I used to get advertisements all the time for dating apps. I would constantly get those ads on Instagram, and those stopped completely. And I started getting ads that just say, do you want an AI girlfriend? Like, oh, they gave up. They'll give this one a robot. He'll figure it out. I do want to be the first man to sexually disappoint an AI. I want that to be my legacy as a human. I just want to hear a robot voice like, is that it? I'm like, sorry, baby, I'm trying my best. She's like, how much did you drink? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, shucks, darling. I used to stay off the dating apps, but I downloaded one. I downloaded Bumble. My friend convinced me to because my friend met his wife on Bumble, and he talked me into it. He said, Tommy, you never know what's going to happen. I met my wife on there, maybe, whatever. And I love his wife. She's really cool and attractive. I'm hoping she's still on there. Oh, come on. We've all done it. I almost died on stage recently. I did something I was very tired before a show, and I chugged a Red Bull right before the show, and then I thought that's not enough, so I chugged another Red Bull right before the show. And I got on stage, and my heart was doing things the human heart was not designed to do, It was just pounding in such a way that I was like, I'm gonna die on stage. I am not the headliner. They might keep doing the show. Like, there's a chance that the show will still go on if I collapse on stage. This is what's going through my head. And I kind of keep breathing. I breathe my way out of it. And I told my friend after, and I go, oh my, I thought I was going to have a heart attack and die on stage. He goes, well, if you have too much energy drink, you need to cut it with dairy. You need to have milk or butter. And I was like, can you imagine a guy that looks like I look, clutching his heart, asking for butter? Lando Lakes now. 2 spoons. I'd be like, does he want us to finish the job? What is he doing? Now, I keep having near-death experiences. I think the universe is trying to tell me something. Like, here, you guys might not know this. I'm actually bald. And a lot of the times I wear a hat because I don't want to be recognized. And I'm wearing a hat. And here's what will happen to me. The wind will blow the hat off my head like I'm the fool character in a silent movie from the 20s. And I will chase after it like Charlie Chaplin. And that happened to me recently. My hat blew off my head, and I started to chase after it, and I ran into the street. I'm a smart guy. And I hear this car screech, and it almost hit me, and it stopped. And I just had the thought, that's got to be the worst way to die as a bald guy. Because I feel like my friends would be like, did he think we didn't know? Did he think he needed the hat that bad? I have noticed I started shaving my head recently, and no one will tell you when you're going bald when you should shave your head. But once you do, everyone will tell you you should have done it 3 years ago. I didn't know we had a little secret club where we all decided I was holding on too long. Yeah, I accidentally stumbled on a porn video recently. Did you guys know there's a whole hub for porn? Isn't that crazy? A whole hub? I saw this video, and it was these two people having sex in a hotel room, and the TV was on. And if you're like me, the first thing you look at is what is playing on that TV. I have to know. It's the first thing I look at. And in this movie, these two people are banging. On the TV is the Jim Carrey film, The Mask. The best movie you could possibly be having sex to. So I did something you should never do on a porn website. I went straight to the comments because I needed to know if people were talking about it. Everyone was talking about it. Every single comment was about The Mask. The first comment just said, "Smoking." I was like, yes. Second one was like, Jim Carrey doesn't make movies like this anymore. I was like, you're right, yeah. Third one, by far my favorite, it just said, "Get your titties out the way, we're trying to watch The Mask." I was like, these are my people. I told that joke recently at a show, and I swear to God, a guy came up to me after and whispered into my ear, "I've seen that video." We're building a community from the ground up. I bank with Chase. Anyone here bank with Chase? Chase pays me like 10 grand to say this once a set. They keep emailing me all the time. They use all these funny little words. What does withdrawn even mean, you know? But here's an email I keep getting from Chase. They make me this offer. They say, we'll give you $150 if you refer a friend to Chase Bank. I was like, can you imagine referring an actual friend to the biggest bank in the world? Like as if they hadn't heard of it? You're just having drinks with your buddies. You're like, dude, you would love Chase. I know we're watching the game and all, but the benefits you'd get from a Freedom card, I can picture you checking and saving, dude. You'd be killing it with Chase, man. And if you could use this code, I'm drowning, dude. This 150's gonna go a long way. I saw a TV ad recently. They were trying to get me to adopt a son. A lot of people are doing that lately. It's a weird thing. But it was this ad for the adoption agency, and it was a adult man and a teen boy, and the caption there, it said, "Who adopted who?" So the man adopted the boy. I can solve it right away. Because it didn't say, like, who saved who. It said, who adopted who. The guy filled out the paperwork. Boys cannot adopt men. And I know that because if they could, I would be the type of guy to get adopted. You would just see me on the streets with a teen. You'd be like, what happened? I'd be like, I got adopted. It sucks. I have a bedtime now. And yeah, I'm learning lessons, but I don't like it. Isn't it nice to laugh again? Do one more thing. I had to fly home recently, and I was on a plane. I was sitting in the back of the plane with all the other CEOs. And if you want to know where the money is on a plane, it's 33E. That's where the money is. I was on the back of this plane, and the flight attendant said something I'd never heard before. She goes, hey, there's a weight imbalance on the plane, so one of you in the back needs to move to the middle. And then she looked right at me. I was like, when did my life turn into a yo mama so fat joke? If I moved up, I'm a good citizen, you know. I moved up, and later I asked her, I gotta ask, did you ask me to move for the weight balance thing because I'm overweight? She goes, sir, I am so sorry you thought that. I asked you to move because you were the only one who was alone. Oh, cool. It was sad for a different reason? You guys have been great. I'm Tommy. Thank you very much.